Welcome to Dependable Flame, where we explore vintage petrol lighters, ashtrays, tobacconiana, and other useful mechanisms. Make yourself at home. Today we have a story to tell about this interesting old Falcon flip-top insert style petrol lighter. Now, I believe that this lighter was manufactured by Park Industries. It's just too much similarity, too many things that are exactly the same for this to be anything other than just a lighter that's marked otherwise on the bottom, but its manufacturer had to have come from the same factory. I just don't see any way around it. Anyway, whether or not that is up for debate, we can talk about it another time. But when I received the lighter, it had a flint stuck in the tube, which it still has a flint stuck in the tube. It's a phenomenon that I have encountered a few times over the years. Not often, but when it does occur, it seems like it's in these old Park Industries lighters. That I don't know what that tube is made of, if that is the same aluminum material or some kind of other alloy. I did give this a bath in 30% concentrated vinegar, because I tried to drill that tube out and it just wouldn't drill. So my next plan, when the drilling doesn't work, which like I said doesn't happen often, but when it does, you got to try something. So I put this in a Pyrex dish with the concentrated vinegar, and it did its work, bubbled, did everything that you would want to see it do, but I don't know, didn't leave it in there long enough for it to clear out the degraded flint that is concreted in the tube. But before I could even give it time to work on the concreted flint in the tube, it came unanchored from the part of the insert here that keeps it in place, and now it's just flopping around in there. So I needed to find a replacement, which I have a stack over here on my work table of old Park Industries inserts that have one problem or another. A lot of them have the plastic flint spring screws broken off in them. Some of them with the metal screws are very difficult to get them to clean up. This one, it was just covered up with white, snowy looking material, like when your battery is oxidizing. But we got that cleaned up. We didn't leave it in the vinegar bath near as long as we did the insert. And you can see that this other insert, the tube is held in place just like we need it to be, nothing flopping around. So we cleaned up the windscreen. We've got, looks like a good clean file wheel on there. We're going to use this flint spring and screw that has been cleaned up. We're going to use the solid foam fuel cell. Just like Park uses these little short wicks. You can see how broken down and weak that looks. We are going to use a copper woven Zippo type wick. This is a generic one off of eBay. And we're just going to cut it in half. So we will feed that down our eyelet. Get it to the height we want it. And take a pair of needle nose here and kind of crimp that down toward the bottom. Now I was hoping to be able to keep a hold of that, so pull this back out, grab a pair of needle nose pliers, grab a hold of that wick, so there is the original solid foam fuel cell from the lighter placed into the replacement insert along with a cut in half copper woven Zippo type wick. Now we're going to place a flint down the tube, replace our flint spring and screw, get our flint grooved before we get it too tight, tighten it on down. And whoever buys this lighter will have an insert with a metal screw, even if it is Zamac or whatever type pop metal that is. It's cleaned up by the concentrated vinegar. The rest of the insert's fairly clean too. Some corrosion there on that leaf spring. Fuel our insert. I counted to about 12 there. I don't know about you guys. Put our insert into the lighter case. I think this is a really cool lighter. Interesting that it is marked Falcon, Saddleback, New Jersey, USA. And I just wonder how many different companies Park Industries made lighters for and then put the other company's brand on it. Be interesting to know. I've got a part catalog with some order forms and different information like that, but I didn't see anything on there about branding. Until next time.